Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll show the new option of related coordinate system. And I'll demonstrate this on a tombstone in this particular case. If we take a look at what we have on the screen, you'll see we'll have several different parts. 6 on this side over here of one part, and 2 of a different part altogether on this side over here. If I were to go into my coordinate system manager, you'll see we have the following. We have MAC1 position 1, which was defined as the bottom center of the tombstone itself. We're working on a horizontal machine and it's spinning around the y-axis. If I go into MAC2 position 1, you'll see that's actually the home position for this part over here, a completely different MAC, where the Y, however, is also in the same direction. And if I go into MAC3 position 1, you'll see that that is also on this part over here, with the Y again going in the same direction as the other MAC positions. Now, if we go into our setup, we have the following. Previously, in order to do a machine setup with all different types of MACs, we would have to do a machine setup for each MAC individually. Now when I go into setup, since we're all based on the same MAC position 1 over here, and we're all turning around that position, you can note we have the option of related coordinate systems, where we can actually choose the other MAC positions as shown over here to be related to the first one, so we do not have to create another machine setup. Note that in these positions, when chosen, as shown over here, they automatically get the values based on the first MAC position over here and rotated as well to the proper position. Thereby, I do not have to create another machine setup. Now, an example of how this can be used is very simple. I have to machine this part over here, and I also have to machine this part over here, completely separate part. So we have, for example, MAC1 position 2. I've done a face mill operation, also transformed onto these parts over here. In my next operation over here, I did another face operation on these parts over here. But note, in between these, I did not have to put another setup. Over here, we're in MAC2 position 1, I did another operation of pocket to machine out these pockets over here. And in this next part over here, again, going back to MAC3 position 1, I did a toolbox operation to clean out these corners, as shown over here. Now you'll note again, I did not have to create setups. I did not have to insert setups between each one of these MAC positions. I'm using just one MAC position in one setup in the very beginning. If I were to run my simulation, and I'll use my machine simulation to show the simulation, you can see that we're working on these parts over here on the machine, and we only have one setup, one fixture, one setup, even though we have different MAC positions. As you can see, we have it's working now on its third MAC position over here. Remember, the first MAC position is the actual center of the tombstone itself in this particular case. Now it's going on this side, and again, going back and forth between the two MAC positions, MAC2 and MAC3 on the part itself, using only one setup. For more videos on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab called SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.